Hey, how you doing, guys? This is Little Powerhouse 102. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing all right. Yeah, guys, we got to talk about it. We got to talk about that Snake Lair that they presented to us in Comic-Con 2025, the biggest reveal for Origin collectors. Yes, we got to talk about it. All right. Where could we start? Okay, we got to start from the beginning, right? This is the first playset they were going to give us last year. Remember? And look at this humongous playset. Almost as big as the Eternia playset. Humongous. A lot of people did not like the style, the texture that they used on this playset, and other things among what you see here. And to be honest with you guys, I was not really disappointed. I was like, damn, this is huge for $300. Is it worth it? Yeah, I thought it was worth it for $300. Yeah. I wasn't 100% sold, but I go, if that's what we're gonna get for $300, I think that's pretty good. It's a big playset, and I'm gonna say this probably a little bit in this video. How many times we will get this kind of a playset in the future? Probably this is the only time. Maybe. Just like the Eternia playset. I mean, if they do Masters of the Universe again in a few years from now, you know they're going to do Snake Mountain, they're going to do Castle Grayskull. But these two playsets, probably not. Probably not. Alright, I'm going to show you another image of the same playset with the figures. And like I said, I'm gonna look for the image real quick so we can find it. All right, found it. All right, so here we got the same playset with different figures in it. It has playability. It's pretty big, like I said. I mean, everything fits really good. And you got several figures right there. So when I saw this, I was like, damn, this is pretty cool. You could display it like this or the other way around. Just depends what you want. I mean, if you have if you got enough room, you could display it where you can see the back and the front. But we're gonna display it so we can see the front. But I'm just, we're just looking at what the room it had in the back of the playset. So that was pretty cool as well. All right, let's look for another image real quick. All right, let me see what we got. All right, found it. So here's the playset itself displayed with the figures. This was the first playset. And here we can see the textures, the style, which a lot of collectors did not like. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I mean, we're not saying that you were wrong or whatever the comments were, that were not right or wrong. Whoever liked the playset, cool. Like I said, I was not really disappointed. If we got this, I would have been fine with it. But a lot of collectors were like looking more into something like the scale we have now with our Castle Grayskull and our Snake Mountain, which is cool. I mean, that's what they've been announcing for, since 2013 in our classics. They showed us some images and it kind of looked like our Castle Grayskull, you could say, with the little handle and everything. So yeah, but you gotta admit, it looks really awesome with the figures and all displayed. For $300, I thought it was up there in the normal price range. Yeah. All right, we're gonna look for another image and we're gonna talk about it. All right, let's see if we can find this. All right, This is the image. This is what we're going for, more or less, with the handle and the, you know, our Castle Grayskull, the same scale as our Snake Mountain. This is where we're kind of going for, and it was to be expected. I thought we were gonna get something like this when before they revealed the first Snake Lair. I go, if they do something like this, it's gonna be pretty awesome. It's gonna be pretty cool. I know the 2000X figures are here, but you know, that's what we were imagining back in the day. So we didn't get that. That's why a lot of people were really backlashing, disappointed, and you know, and Mattel heard it and they said, well, we gotta do something about that. And like I said, we're gonna talk about price point and what I think about the project. And yeah, let's go to that image of our new Snake Lair. Okay. All right, let's see if we can find it real quick here. All right. All right, trying to find that good image so we could talk about it. All right, we're almost there. All right, here we are. Here's the image of the one I was trying to look for. This is what we're gonna get now. Whole different texture, whole different style, but smaller. The height, I believe, is 29 inches and the length is 28 inches. So it's a little bit smaller. It's more in scale with the Castle Grayskull and our Snake Mountain. All right, we're gonna talk a little bit about the price. $300. Okay, $300. If I think $300 is worth this castle, no, it's not worth $300. But we can be so negative about the price, but because I'm gonna think what I think. I'm gonna tell you my thoughts first. Okay, here we see the castle, and like I said, it's smaller than the first one. I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys. I do want the castle. I do want to put it in my, in my collection and put the Snakeman in there. I do want to back it up, but I'm not totally saying yes right now. This is the way I'm gonna, how could I say, go forward with this project and my thoughts as well. 6,000 backers. That's what we need to make this project happen. If we only get 6,000 backers, that's how we're gonna get. And if you're early bird, you're gonna get that Lady Slither if you order it by the 14th of August. That's if you order, like I said, if you're an early bird. Okay, I don't really, how could I say, I'm not really, it's cool to figure Lady Slither, but if I don't get it, that's fine. I'm gonna wait till almost the end of this project, and if we do if we do well with this project and we're almost on that $10,000 backers, that we're gonna get the Priest and the Chimera and the castle, I will back it. I will back it. But if it's not even close to the 8,000 and we're just gonna get the castle itself, because I'm not gonna be an early bird, for $300, I'm gonna have to pass. Yeah, unless I get some kind of crazy money from somewhere and I really want the castle, then yeah, maybe. But my thoughts are, I'm gonna wait, and if we have almost those 10,000 backers, or we're gonna reach that threshold, then I will back it just to get the Priest and the Chimera. All right, those are my thoughts. Well, if we do get those figures, the Priest and the Chimera, that's like the, how could I say, they'll be like it could happen. But early backers, probably I don't know how many early backers or how many people would like that Lady Slither, but we're gonna do a little bit of math here. $300, right, for the castle. If we do a little bit of math, say you do want to back it, and it's almost going to that 10,000 threshold. Okay, how much is the figure now? Say like Mattel Creations, the priest. Say he'll go for $25 at Mattel Creations, just an example, $25, and that Chimera, creature. How much could they sell that for? That probably could be what, like a $45 figure, maybe. Say $50, for that horse, that Chimera. So 50 and 25, that's 75. So I'm thinking, if we were to get that threshold, this castle would be costing like 225 plus these two figures, right? More or less. 225 plus the priest for 25, that's be 250. Plus the Chimera for another 50, that's $300. So I think that's our money's worth will be there if we were to get the threshold. And I think that will still be worth getting. That's what I think, but I don't know what you guys think. I would I wouldn't be so disappointed not getting the Lady Slither, because I already have one in the collection, and I'll probably use her to mount on this Chimera. So yeah. So I'm thinking 225 if we got the priest and the Chimera. 225 for this castle. It's still a little bit steep if you think about it, because Snake Mountain was what, like $100, and our Castle Grayskull was that $89.99 when it came out. So yeah, guys, I mean, that's my thoughts on the Snake Lair. Like I said, I do want to get it, but I'm not 100% like saying I'm gonna get it. There's some priorities have to be met for me to get this playset, But like I said, if I have some kind of crazy money coming in, and I don't see it going to not even 8,000, and I really want it, I'll probably buy it. I don't know, but I really have to think about what I'm gonna do. Yeah, but those are my thoughts. So I'm not I don't have my thoughts as solid as when my Eternia playset was announced. When that thing was announced, I was like 100% on board. If you guys remember when they announced that Eternia playset, I was promoting that Eternia playset. I was really happy that we were gonna get it, and that thing was $650, I remember. And yeah, guys, so this playset is, I think, for a lot of collectors, kind of iffy, kind of maybe I'll buy it, maybe I won't. It just depends on the situation. So yeah, that's my take on the Snake Lair. And we are going to talk about the 2000X line, what I think, and probably what I'm going to do as a collector as well. But for now, the Snake Lair is we got time to think if we're going to get it or not. Hopefully, I don't think we'll have a problem getting the 6,000 backers. I don't think so. But yeah, up going to the 8,000, 10,000, then that's that's something to think and to look forward to. Or I might be wrong. Like, we were really wrong about the Eternia playset, and there were a lot of backers on that, and a lot of people were like, no, I'm not gonna get it, it's too expensive. And we were, I mean we get it. I mean it's a lot of money. But we'll see. Like I said, I do want to put in the collection. I'm not saying no with exclamation point. No, I'm just saying let's see the situations, and we'll go from there. But those are my thoughts, guys. And like I said in all my videos, this is Little Powerhouse 102, and I'm out.